I guess like in the beginning, you know, the pandemic was like really hard on everybody because we all had to drastically change our tempo, I guess you could say, our tempo of working, our methods of working. So in the beginning, it was drastically crazy, but you know, after a couple months, like the first couple months of going through it, like eventually everyone kind of adapts, I guess. Yeah, either they find a new way of doing their usual job. For me, it was like, you know, I actually found like a certain solace in like just being at home in the studio all the time. Whereas to usually where I'm busy with either, you know, shows, or I have to go to cities or go abroad and record and everything. Now I just literally have my own time, and I have literally the time in the world. So it got really nice after the first couple months, and then afterwards I got kind of burned out because like I kind of turned out a whole EP in like 2 weeks, and then made about like 20-30 more songs like in the next month or two. And by August I was like burned out. But there was like one lesson which one probably key lesson that I learned in this like year plus of a pandemic, which was like time is literally what's valuable, you know, like at the end of the day. Because like when you have time, that's literally the ultimate luxury, you know. Like people think luxury is buying a car or whatever, clothes, but at the end of the day it's time, man. And like you really have to spend your time really well, you know. And I hope that a lot of people also, you know, got this kind of lesson that by having all the time in the world, you really can see what you actually do when you have all the time in the world. And I mean, I just hope people put it to good use, you know. Some of the producers in Indonesia that I've worked probably since the beginning of my hip hop is this kid called Greybox. He's like my homie from high school. And we went through a lot, like musically. We went from doing like metal music to doing, you know, he does like a lot of jazz and a lot of Nujabes influenced hip hop, you know what I mean? There's also this kid named Alriz. Alriz is he's an up and coming producer. He's a really, really dope guy, and he's very diverse too. He does everything from like trap to old school to you name it, everything. And my favorite producer to work with is he's also from Def Jam. He's in Malaysia. His name is Sono One. He's a rapper as well, and an amazing producer as well. And I got a song with him called Tropical, which he did the beat, and he also featured on it. And that was probably the first song I did with him, and it's probably one of my well-known tracks actually to date. And yeah, man, I mean, those are probably just a gist of my favorite producers here. There's a lot more, you know, but those are probably the ones I have most fun working with. I do a lot of production myself, but you know, I'm more of an MC first before a producer. So if I would usually prioritize other people's beats, I'll make beats just when I'm in the mood of it. Like when I did my EP Cara Karantina, which is my quarantine EP, and Cara Karantina actually means how to quarantine. So in Bahasa Indonesia. So I did all the beats there myself, and that was literally just like a splurge of the moment thing. But other than that, I haven't really rapped on my own beats. I'll produce, like I'll make beats, and some people like buy the beats from me or whatever. But the only time I've ever produced and actually laid my own vocals on it was on the Cara Karantina EP.